Updates, stats, reveals, delays. Our news today, right here, right now. Greetings Rommies and welcome to romrom.net, the channel sharing the joy of sim racing, and to our regular news roundup, our weekly sim racing news. Welcome to the channel, thanks for stopping by. My name is Serta and I will be your host for this video. If you have any news for us, send us a mail to news@romrom.net. Of course, this week saw the release of Dakar Desert Rally and you can find our review following the link up there. And next week we'll see again a race of the Automobilista 2 Community Cup with drivers racing Group A cars on Kyalami. And we have a fantastic surprise to those who join us in the stream this Tuesday 2200 CET, that's 10 PM. Either here on the channel, see the other link up there, or over at our Twitch channel. This combo promises once again a ton and a half of fun. A small update for F1 Manager 22 moves it into version number 1.9, doing some corrections in the fuel usage, once again the AI behavior during wet, and eliminating an issue users of ultra-wide monitors had who could not click on pop-ups. Seemingly because of issues in the QA of the console versions of the sim, WRC Generations on consoles has been delayed until beginning of November, when the PC version was expected to drop anyway. WRC Generations is the last of the official WRC sims produced by Nacon after Codemasters grabbed the license, which they will be able to use from next year on. Therefore, Nacon cannot delay the release much further, as they are only allowed to release it under that name until the end of the year. Strangely enough, while console players could and can pre-order the sim, PC players can't, neither on Steam nor on Epic. It's that time of the month all over again, where we take a peek at the usage statistics for all the sims and give you our opinion about any trends we see. And while we haven't done so for this past month, as it would not make any sense, we'll be including Dakar Desert Rally in the stats in the future, if the numbers are not in the NASCAR 21 region. The overall user numbers look steady and maybe show a cooling of temperatures because winter is coming to the northern hemisphere. They are the third highest since we've started looking at them, the highest being 19,003 in June 2022. Let's look further. PMG is still king, with Assetto Corsa following, and Assetto Corsa Competizione climbing a little bit, breaking for once the downward spiral it's been in since May. Also breaking its downward trend is Race Room. We expect the numbers for both sims to decrease next month once again, but we'll have to wait and see. Another one that continues losing users is R Factor 2. While the sim has been getting steady and sometimes quite good updates, Motorsport Games' price policy is even worse than Studio 397's, and maybe users have grown tired of overpaying for content. It's been a steady trend downward since February of this year, with 607 average users, while not reaching the lows of January with 389. Still, not exactly good times for a sim that deserves better treatment from its management. Great treatment from management, developers, and since the 1.4 drop even from many YouTubers is what AMS2 is getting. And while we expected it to rise higher than that, users are flocking to it, giving it the second highest user number we've seen since April of this year, where it had 374. Dirt Rally 2 and Wreckfest are continuing the downward spiral of software that is end of life, although both can still be played and played and played again. We'll have to see how numbers develop next month, but we'd say sim racing's in a good place at the moment, which is always good news. The better Assetto Corsa Career Mode mod deployed an update this Friday, moving to 0.51b. Assetto Corsa Evoluzione has been translated to German, French, Spanish and Italian, with Alex asking for corrections of the translations in case you find something. And if you want further localizations, ask for them on Patreon or Discord. Also, event screens now have intro movies and you can use a gamepad to navigate through Assetto Corsa Evoluzione, and the gamepad modes chosen as soon as you touch your gamepad while being in Assetto Corsa Evoluzione. You can now search specific cars at the car dealer through a search in the filter screen that appears to the right. Also, Alex has updated many of the mods with better LODs and some other fixes, added new content and tracks and replaced some of the events. Dragon Trail is out, Zwartkops is in, the London track was exchanged by the newer and heavily updated version, as were Celica and Viper and many other changes. And achievements as well as background music and sounds got some corrections here and there. All fans of Need for Speed can rejoice. Well, we hope. At least they have one more version of their favorite racing game to look forward to. Need for Speed Unbound will come to consoles and PC December 2nd with some rotoscope cartoony element, which won't be part of the racing but part of the game. We're cool with that. Well done animation is always a plus. Ask Pixar or Spider-Man. The base of the game this time will be hip-hop and street art, with A$AP Rocky figuring prominently. In spite of that, the ambient of the game will be inspired by Chicago and not Harlem. Go figure. With a price tag of €70 USD and what seems to be quite similar elements only in different guise than Need for Speed Heat, this looks like a hefty price for a reskinned game. But what do you expect from EA? This is a great idea. For the third time in so many years, the Dutch sim racing team in conjunction with the GRG esports community are organizing their Halloween 24-hour race for charity. If you want to register a team, follow the link in our description, have €15 ready, which will go directly to support the charity, and be prepared to qualify on the 22nd of October, with the racing taking place on the 29th. Teams have to be a minimum of 2 pilots and a maximum of 5. Oh, and in line with Halloween, you will be driving on Paul Ricard. Scary, I know. Less scary will be that you are driving GT3s on Assetto Corsa Competizione. The charity that will benefit from the entry fees and any money raised during the 24 hours will be Operation Motorsport, a US and Canadian charity that helps American and Canadian service members and veterans recover by giving them educational and industry opportunities in motorsport. It fits. They've already learned to work as professionally as possible in stressful situations within a team. 29th of October, starting at around 16:45 CET, that's 4 PM 45. Cube Controls, makers of fine rims at a price, but I love my Formula Pro, have just revealed the CSX3, a rim with an integrated small 4-inch LCD touchscreen. The very special thing this wheel brings with it is its native Sim Hub support. Not only can you get Sim Hub information directly on the screen, you can configure the buttons, dials and RGBs on the rim to trigger anything on Sim Hub. It also brings a second set of paddles. The wheel's going to be 28 centimeters wide with 12 buttons, 4 front rotary buttons, 2 thumb rotary buttons, plus 2 more on the grips, 2 multi-directional joysticks, aluminium main body and carbon fiber front plate, weighing 1.1 kilograms. Now, all of this isn't cheap, and the €1,270 hole on your pocket may burn deep, but damn, it looks good, and that native Sim Hub support sure stays tasty. And it's got 1.5 tons of buttons, dials, rotary buttons. Who needs racing? You can spend months configuring this rim, Sim Hub, the display. It will be available starting October 10th, tomorrow. Help us create the content you love and become a patron. Let us spread our wings. Amongst other perks, it will fix your name for posterity like this, but you'll also get to know what we plan and what we're doing. So a big thank you to our patrons. If you come here regularly, please consider subscribing. What do SCS do when they finish a drop? They start on the next one. A rolling stone gathers no moss and all that. So they've delivered already a beta version of what will become their 1.46 core engine, which will be used in American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2. But before we talk about that, let's show you how incredibly nice the SCS people are. Some of you may know, others not. Every year, October is Pinktober because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Because of that, this year, once again, they have released one DLC each for American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator 2, the Pink Ribbon Charity Pack for €2 USD each, the proceeds going 100% to a Czech charity, the Alliance of Women with Breast Cancer. They are a Czech company after all. Ladies, do get tested regularly. Gents, support your ladies. Ladies, support your ladies. Let's get that cancer stopped at last, okay? More information about SCS Pinktober and the Alliance of Women with Breast Cancer in the description of this video. Moving on to something less deadly and more joyful, the 1.46 beta. First interesting thing is the company browser, where you can filter companies offering contracts based on the type of company, cargoes or trailer types, so you get the better contract easier. Also, they've added chemical trailers to the ownable cisterns with different customizations, accessories, chassis and body types. Seems the custom city intros have been well received by the community, as now Iberia is starting to get those, and also Iberia is getting regional signs. And I can't imagine I'm talking about game physics, but SCS have introduced drive shaft torque, which you can activate in the settings and that will be noticeable on the front left wheel when you accelerate. Seems Automobilista 2 is starting to rub off other companies. Over in American Truck Simulator, the US 20 highway has been added to Idaho and Montana and comes free of charge if you own either of the DLCs. Custom city intros will be making an appearance on American Truck Simulator from now on too, and Idaho viewpoints have been redesigned. Further details in, you guessed it, the description of this video. More videos sharing the joy of sim racing by, you guessed it, checking the playlist to the left or the video to the right. Until next time, save fuel, collect pickup, and we'll see each other on the podium.